It's a warm Sunday morning in Lahore. The birds are singing and the streets are full of life. But inside a small house, Ollie is sitting quietly at his study table. His notebook is open and his eyes look tired. Ollie, thinking to himself, I want to speak English, but it feels so hard. I study every day, but when I try to speak, my mind goes blank. Ollie looks at the mirror in front of him. He tries to say, Hello, my name is Ollie. How are you? But his voice sounds nervous and broken. Ollie sighs. Why can't I speak like other people? I know the words, but they don't come out. He sits back on his chair and scrolls through his phone. He opens YouTube and sees a video titled, Learn English Speaking and Listening Podcast, Easy Listening, A2 Practice. Ollie, reading the title, Easy Listening? Shadowing Practice? Maybe I can try this. He presses play. A calm voice begins to speak in slow English. Podcast voice, Tom. Hey there. Welcome to the English Listening Practice Podcast. If you want to speak English confidently, start small. Listen carefully, repeat slowly, and never give up. Ollie listens carefully. The speaker says one line and pauses for listeners to repeat. Podcast voice. Good morning. How are you today? Ollie, repeating softly. Good morning. How are you today? He feels a little shy but smiles. Ollie. Huh, this is nice. It's like someone is teaching me personally. He continues for 20 minutes, listening and repeating. The sentences are easy, the speed is slow, and the pronunciation is clear. After finishing the episode, he feels something new, a small spark of confidence. Ollie, maybe I can learn. I just need to practice every day. At breakfast, his mother walks into the kitchen. Mother. Ollie, you're up early today. Studying again. Ollie. Yes, Alma. I was listening to an English podcast. It's really helpful. Mother. Smiling. That's good, beta. Keep listening every day. Practice makes perfect. Narrator. Ollie finishes his breakfast and walks to the park nearby. He wears his earphones and plays another episode of the podcast. Children are playing cricket, people are walking, but Ollie's mind is focused. Podcast voice. When you listen, don't just hear the words. Feel them. Repeat with confidence. Shadow my voice. Ollie starts to shadow the speaker. Podcast voice. My favorite food is biryani. Ollie. My favorite food is biryani. Podcast voice. I love spending time with my friends. Ollie. I love spending time with my friends. Some people walking by look at him strangely, but he doesn't care. He keeps repeating, walking slowly, enjoying the sound of English in his ears. Narrator. When he returns home, he writes down 5 new sentences he learned today. My name is Ollie. I want to learn English. Practice makes perfect. I love listening to podcasts. I can do it. He repeats them again before sleeping. Ollie, quietly to himself. I can do it. I can do it. That night, Ollie dreams of standing on a small stage speaking English confidently in front of a class. The audience claps and he feels proud. It's Monday morning. The sun shines through Ollie's window and the sound of street vendors fills the air. Ollie is ready for college. His earphones are already in and he's listening to his favorite English podcast on the way. Podcast voice, Tom. Confidence is not about being perfect. It's about trying even when you make mistakes. Ollie, repeating softly. Confidence is not about being perfect. It's about trying even when you make mistakes. He smiles and whispers to himself, yes, That's true. At college, Ollie meets his best friend Bilal, who notices the earphones. Bilal. Hey bro, what's up? English podcast again. Ollie laughs. Yeah. I started listening yesterday. It really helps me practice speaking. Bilal. Interesting. You actually sound more confident today. Ollie blushes a little. Really? Bilal. Yeah, man. You used to say, I can't. Now you say, I can. That's progress. They both laugh. Later, during English class, the teacher, Miss Sarah, gives an announcement. Miss Sarah. All right, class. This week we'll have a small activity. Each student will introduce themselves in English. Just 2 minutes. It's easy. Ollie's heart skips a beat. Ollie thinking. Introduce myself. In English. In front of everyone? He feels nervous. His palms start to sweat. After class, Bilal pats his shoulder. Bilal. Don't worry, bro. You can do it. Just speak the way you practice in your podcasts. Ollie smiles weakly. I'll try. That evening, Ollie sits at his desk again. He opens his notebook and writes. My name is Ollie. I am from Lahore. I am learning English because I want to speak confidently with people around the world. He practices slowly. Ollie. My name is Ollie. I am from Lahore. He repeats again and again, listening to his pronunciation. After a few tries, he records his voice on his phone. When he plays it back, he laughs. Ollie. Oh no. My accent sounds funny. He shakes his head but doesn't give up. He opens his podcast app again. Podcast voice, Tom. Remember, your accent is your identity. Don't try to hide it. Speak clearly, not perfectly. Ollie listens carefully, then practices again. Ollie. Speak clearly, not perfectly. Hey, I can do that. He practices for an hour, repeating sentences, improving his tone. His little sister Aisha walks into the room. Aisha. Bye, are you talking to yourself again? Ollie. Laughing. No, I'm practicing English. Aisha. Say something to me. Ollie. Okay. Hello, Aisha. How are you today? Aisha. Giggles. I'm fine, thank you. And you? Ollie. I'm fine too. Thank you very much. They both laugh. Aisha. You sound like those people on TV. Ollie smiles proudly. Feels good to hear that. The next day, it's time for the class introductions. Ollie's name is on the list. He's the 4th student to speak. His heart beats fast as he listens to the first 3 students. Miss Sarah. Ollie, it's your turn. Ollie takes a deep breath, stands up and walks to the front. For a moment, everything feels quiet. Then he remembers the voice from the podcast. Confidence is not about being perfect. It's about trying even when you make mistakes. He smiles, looks at his classmates and begins. Ollie. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ollie. I am from Lahore. I am learning English because I want to travel, meet new people and share my ideas. His voice shakes a little, but he continues. Ollie. Sometimes I feel nervous. But I believe, if we practice every day, we can do anything. When he finishes, the class claps. Miss Sarah smiles warmly. Miss Sarah. Very good, Ollie. You spoke clearly and with confidence. Keep it up. Ollie feels his heart lighten. For the first time, he feels proud of himself. Narrator. That evening, Ollie walks home with a smile. The same streets, the same noise, but everything feels different now. He didn't just speak English today. He spoke with courage. And that courage, he realizes, is the true beginning of confidence. Glowing star. It's a quiet evening in Ollie's room. The sky outside is painted orange by the sunset. Ollie is sitting at his desk, looking at his notebook filled with English sentences. He feels proud of how far he's come, but also knows there's still a long way to go. Ollie thinking, I can speak small sentences now, but real conversation? That's still hard. He opens his laptop and searches on YouTube. English speaking practice with real people. He finds a video titled, Talk to English Learners Online. Practice and make friends. Ollie hesitates for a moment. What if they laugh at my English? He wonders. Then he remembers his podcast teacher's words. Confidence is not about being perfect. It's about trying. He clicks the link. A cheerful voice greets him from the other side of the screen. Emma Online. Hello. I'm Emma from the UK. What's your name? Ollie quickly straightens his posture and adjusts his headset. Ollie. Hello. My name is Ollie. I'm from Pakistan. Emma. Nice to meet you, Ollie. How are you today? Ollie. Smiling nervously. I'm fine, thank you. And you? Emma. I'm good, thanks. So, why do you want to learn English? Ollie pauses, then answers slowly. Ollie. I want to speak with people from other countries. I want to travel and learn about the world. Emma. That's a wonderful reason. You speak very clearly, Ollie. Ollie feels a wave of happiness. No one has ever complimented his English before. Ollie. Thank you. I listen to English podcasts every day. I practice speaking a little every night. Emma. That's great. You're already doing what many people don't. Consistent practice. That's how you improve. Narrator. As they continue talking, Ollie relaxes. He stops worrying about grammar and focuses on expressing his thoughts. They talk about favorite foods, cities, and hobbies. Emma. What's your favorite food, Ollie? Ollie. My favorite food is biryani. It's spicy and delicious. Emma. Biryani. Oh, I've heard of it but never tried. Is it like rice with meat? Ollie. Yes, rice with meat and spices. It smells amazing when cooking. Emma. Sounds delicious. You must teach me how to make it one day. They both laugh. Ollie feels a strange but wonderful connection. He's speaking English naturally without fear. Ollie thinking, I'm really doing it. I'm speaking with someone from another country. After the call, Emma sends him a message. You did really well today, Ollie. Let's practice again next week. Ollie reads the message 3 times, smiling wide. Ollie. She said I did really well. He opens his notebook and writes. New lesson. Don't be afraid to speak. Focus on communication, not perfection. Every conversation is progress. Later that night, Ollie sits on the balcony looking at the stars. He puts on his headphones again and listens to the podcast. Podcast voice, Tom. When you speak English with someone, remember, it's not a test. It's a chance to connect, to share, to learn. Ollie closes his eyes and repeats. It's not a test. It's a chance to connect, to share, to learn. He thinks about Emma's smile, her friendly words, and the joy of being understood. For the first time, English doesn't feel like a subject. It feels like a bridge. Narrator. The next morning, Ollie wakes up early and opens his phone. He finds a message from Emma again. Good morning, Ollie. Here's a small challenge for you. Try recording a 1-minute video introducing yourself in English. Don't worry about mistakes. Ollie grins. A few weeks ago this would have scared him, but now he feels ready. He sets up his phone on the table and presses record. Ollie speaking confidently. Hello everyone. My name is Ollie. I'm from Lahore, Pakistan. I'm learning English because I want to meet new people, make friends, and understand the world better. English connects us, no matter where we come from. He finishes and watches his video. His pronunciation isn't perfect, but his voice is steady, his smile genuine. Ollie smiling proudly. Yes, I've really improved. Narrator. That evening he sends the video to Emma. She replies with a thumbs up emoji and a voice message. Emma voice message. You're getting better every time, Ollie. Keep speaking, keep learning. You'll be fluent one day. Ollie plays her message again and again. Each word fills him with motivation. He realizes something beautiful. Learning English isn't just about words or grammar. It's about connecting hearts and cultures. And for Ollie, this was more than just practice. It was friendship, confidence, and the start of a new world. Globe showing Europe, Africa. The sun shines bright over Lahore as Ollie walks to his favorite cafe. It's a small place with the smell of fresh coffee and soft English songs playing in the background. Ollie carries his notebook and earphones, ready for another day of English practice. He sits near the window, orders tea, and opens his phone. There's a message from Emma. Hey Ollie. I invited 2 more friends to our next English call. Would you like to join? Ollie feels nervous. 2 more people? What if I make a mistake? He thinks. But then he smiles. No problem. Mistakes mean learning. He types. Yes, sure. I'll join. Later that evening, Ollie joins the video call. He sees 3 smiling faces. Emma, Sarah from Canada, and Leo from Brazil. Emma. Hi everyone. Let's start by introducing ourselves. Ollie, would you like to go first? Ollie nods. Ollie. Hello. My name is Ollie. I'm from Pakistan. I love learning English and listening to podcasts. Sarah. Nice to meet you, Ollie. Your English sounds great. Leo. Yeah, very clear pronunciation. Ollie blushes, feeling proud. The group starts talking about hobbies and weekend plans. Emma. So, what did you do last weekend, Ollie? Ollie thinks for a moment and says proudly, I cooked my mother on Sunday. The call goes completely silent. Sarah's eyes widen, Leo looks shocked, and Emma bursts into laughter. Emma laughing. Ollie. I think you meant, I cooked with my mother, not, I cooked my mother. Ollie freezes, then realizes his mistake. His face turns red and he starts laughing too. Ollie. Oh no. Yes, I cooked with my mother. Not cooked her. That's terrible. Everyone laughs loudly, the room filled with joy. Leo. Don't worry, Ollie. I once said, I'm boring, instead of, I'm bored. So I told everyone I'm a boring person. And I said, I'm pregnant, once instead of, I'm full, after eating too much pizza. Everyone laughs again and Ollie feels his fear melt away. Ollie thinking, so even native speakers make mistakes sometimes. Then why should I be afraid? Narrator. After the call, Ollie sits on his bed, still smiling about the funny moment. He opens his notebook and writes, Lesson of the day. Don't fear mistakes, they are your teachers. Laugh, learn, and move on. He writes another note under it. Cooked my mother equals wrong. Cooked with my mother equals right. He laughs while writing it. Then he remembers something from his podcast. Podcast voice, Tom. When you make a mistake, don't stop. Smile, correct it, and keep speaking. Mistakes mean you're learning faster. Ollie whispers the line to himself. Mistakes mean I'm learning faster. He closes his notebook with a grin. Narrator. A few days later, Emma sends Ollie a short video clip. It's a blooper reel of funny English mistakes from people around the world. Emma in the message. See, Ollie? Everyone makes funny mistakes. You're not alone. Ollie laughs so hard watching it that his little sister Aisha comes into the room. Aisha. Why are you laughing so much? Ollie. I made a funny English mistake in class. I said I cooked my mother. Aisha giggles. Oh no, poor Alma. Ollie. Laughing. Yes, but now I'll never forget the right word. That evening, Ollie decides to record a new short video for his practice challenge. He looks into the camera and says with a big smile. Ollie. Hello everyone. Today I learned something important. Don't be afraid of mistakes. They help you grow. If you say something wrong, just laugh, fix it, and keep going. English is not about being perfect. It's about communication. He sends the video to Emma and the group. A few minutes later, messages start popping up. Emma. Beautifully said, Ollie. That's the true learning spirit. Leo. You're becoming a natural speaker, my friend. Thera. I loved your energy. So positive. Ollie smiles wide, his heart full of pride and happiness. Narrator. That night, as he listens to the podcast again, Tom's voice feels different now. Not just a teacher's voice, but a reminder of how far Ollie has come. Podcast voice, Tom. Remember, every time you speak, you get a little stronger. Every mistake is a step closer to fluency. Ollie closes his eyes and whispers. Yes, every mistake is a step forward. Outside, the city is quiet. Inside, a young learner feels the warmth of progress and confidence growing deep within him. Because Ollie now knows, English isn't just a language. It's a journey of courage, laughter, and connection. It's a bright Saturday morning. The air in Lahore is cool and fresh after a night of rain. Ollie sits at his study table sipping hot chai while checking his college WhatsApp group. There's a new message from Miss Sarah, his English teacher. Miss Sarah. Dear students, next week we will have an English speaking competition. Each participant must speak for 3 minutes on any topic. Prizes will be given. Ollie's eyes widen. A speaking competition? He whispers. His heart beats faster. He has never spoken in front of a big audience before. Ollie thinking, I want to try, but what if I forget my words? What if everyone laughs? Then he remembers his last mistake, the I cooked my mother moment, and how it made everyone laugh with him, not at him. He smiles. Ollie thinking, hey, I'll join. No fear this time. He replies in the group. Miss, I want to participate. Miss Sarah reacts with a thumbs up emoji. Narrator. That evening, Ollie tells his sister Aisha and friend Bilal. Aisha. Wow, a speaking competition? That's amazing. Bilal. Bro, that's huge. What topic will you choose? Ollie thinks for a moment, then says confidently, I will speak about confidence in learning English. Bilal. Perfect choice. That's your story, man. Narrator. Ollie spends the next few days preparing his speech. Every night he writes, edits, and practices in front of his mirror. He stands straight, breathes deeply, and begins. Ollie practicing. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ollie, and today I want to talk about confidence. Confidence is not about being perfect. It's about trying even when you make mistakes. He smiles as he repeats his favorite podcast line. Narrator. But the day before the competition, Ollie starts to feel nervous again. His stomach feels tight. He can't eat much. He calls Emma for advice. Ollie. Emma, I'm scared. What if I forget everything on stage? Emma. That's normal, Ollie. Everyone feels nervous before speaking in public. Just remember, your goal is not perfection. Your goal is connection. Ollie. Connection? Emma. Yes. Look at people, smile, and speak from your heart. You're not performing, you're sharing your story. Ollie nods slowly. Thank you, Emma. I'll remember that. Narrator. The next morning, Ollie wakes up early. He looks in the mirror and says aloud, I can do this. I've practiced. I've learned. I'm ready. He wears a neat blue shirt, combs his hair, and walks to college with confidence. At the auditorium, students are chatting and laughing. The stage looks big with bright lights and a microphone at the center. Ollie takes a deep breath and sits in the front row. Miss Sarah. Okay, everyone, let's begin. Our first speaker is Sanaa, then Bilal, and then Ollie. Ollie watches the first two students. They speak well, but he notices something. They read directly from their papers. Ollie smiles. I'll speak from my heart, he thinks. Narrator. Now it's his turn. Miss Sarah. Next we have Ollie from second year. Topic: confidence and learning English. Ollie stands up. His legs shake a little. The audience looks at him quietly. He steps onto the stage, adjusts the mic, and begins. Ollie. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ollie. Today I want to talk about something that changed my life. Learning English. He pauses, looks at the crowd, and continues. Ollie. When I started learning, I was afraid to speak. I thought people would laugh if I made mistakes. But one day I heard something on a podcast that changed my mind. Said, confidence is not about being perfect. It's about trying even when you make mistakes. A few students nod and smile. Ollie. At first I couldn't even introduce myself. But now I can speak, make friends online, and even laugh at my mistakes. I once said, I cooked my mother, instead of, I cooked with my mother. Everyone laughed and I laughed too. That day I learned that mistakes are not failures. They are teachers. The audience chuckles warmly. Ollie. So my message to you is, don't be afraid. Practice a little every day. Listen, repeat, speak, and smile. You don't need to be perfect, just be brave. He ends with a small bow and a bright smile. The crowd claps loudly. Miss Sarah looks proud. Narrator. After the competition, Bilal runs to Ollie and gives him a big hug. Bilal. Bro. That was awesome. You spoke like a real speaker. Aisha. Bye, I recorded your speech. Alma wants to watch it. Ollie laughs, feeling light and happy. Later that evening, Miss Sarah posts the results in the group chat. Trophy winner. Ollie, first place. Ollie stares at the screen, eyes wide with joy. He can't believe it. Ollie thinking. First place. I really did it. He smiles and whispers to himself. Speak clearly, not perfectly, that's my secret. Narrator. That night as he lies in bed, he remembers his first day listening to the podcast. The journey from fear to confidence was not easy, but it was worth every step. Because now Ollie isn't just learning English. He's inspiring others to do the same. Glowing star. The next morning, Ollie wakes up early with a big smile. The golden sunlight shines through his window. On his study table sits the trophy he won in the English-speaking competition. He touches it gently and whispers, "This is not just a trophy, it's a memory of courage." He looks at his phone. There are many messages from friends and classmates. "Congrats, Ollie. Your speech was amazing. You inspired me to speak English too." Ollie feels something new inside him, a desire to help others. Ollie thinking, I learned English by listening to podcasts. Maybe I can make one too, to help other learners like me. Narrator. That evening, Ollie sits at his desk with his old smartphone and a pair of earphones. He opens a voice recorder app, takes a deep breath and says softly, Ollie recording. Hello everyone. My name is Ollie and welcome to my first English podcast. Speak with Ollie. He stops and laughs nervously. That sounded funny, he says to himself and records again. Ollie recording. Hello everyone. My name is Ollie and welcome to Speak with Ollie. Here we learn English the easy way, with short stories, simple words and confidence. He listens to the playback. His voice sounds a little shaky but clear. Ollie. Not bad. It's a start. He uploads the audio to a free podcast website. Title, Episode 1. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Narrator. The next day he tells Bilal and Aisha. Bilal. Bro, you started a podcast? That's amazing. Aisha. Can I be your guest? Ollie. Laughs. Of course. You can help me with English practice for kids. They all laugh together. Narrator. A week later, Ollie checks his podcast account again. He sees a number that makes him jump. 150 plays. There are comments too. Your voice is clear and friendly. I'm from Indonesia. I like your podcast. Thank you, Ollie. I learned a lot. Ollie can't believe it. People from other countries are listening to him. Ollie thinking, when I started learning I was shy. And now I'm teaching others. Unbelievable. Narrator. A few days later, Emma messages him. Emma. Ollie. I listened to your podcast. You're doing great. Would you like to record an episode together? Ollie. Really? That would be awesome. They plan to record an episode called Learning English Together. On the call, Ollie smiles as he adjusts his mic. So, Ollie, tell us, how did you start learning English? Ollie. Well, at first I just listened to podcasts. I repeated what I heard. I made mistakes, funny ones, but I kept going. That's the key. You didn't stop. Ollie. Yes. And now I tell my listeners, don't wait for perfect English. Start with small steps. Speak every day. Beautiful message, Ollie. They finish the episode with laughter and warmth. Narrator. After uploading the episode, Ollie receives even more messages. This podcast makes learning English fun. Your story inspired me. Please make more episodes. One message touches his heart the most. Hi Ollie, I'm a student from Karachi. I was scared to speak English, but after listening to you I tried and my teacher said I improved. Thank you. Ollie smiles softly. His eyes feel warm. Ollie thinking, this is what I wanted. To help others find confidence just like I did. Narrator. That night, Ollie sits on the roof of his house looking at the stars. He opens his phone, plays soft English music and records one more message for his listeners. Ollie recording. Dear friends, remember, learning English is not a race. It's a journey. Sometimes you walk slowly, sometimes you fall, but you always move forward. Every word you speak brings you closer to confidence. He pauses and smiles. Ollie. And I'll be right here learning and speaking with you. He ends the recording and whispers. Episode 5. Keep going. Narrator. As the cool breeze blows, Ollie feels proud. Not just because he learned English, but because he shared his courage with the world. His little sister calls from downstairs. Aisha. Bye. Amma says come eat dinner. Ollie laughs, puts his phone aside and says softly, coming. As he walks down, his heart feels light. Because now English. It's a quiet Sunday morning in Lahore. The sound of birds fills the air as Ollie sits at his desk, editing his latest podcast episode. His tea has gone cold, but he doesn't even notice. He's lost in his work. On his screen the words appear. Episode 10. Believe in your voice. Ollie smiles as he plays the audio one last time. Ollie recording. When you speak, your voice matters even if it shakes. Believe in yourself and others will believe in you. He uploads the episode and takes a deep breath. 10 episodes. 10 weeks of consistency. Ollie thinking. When I started, I was just a student with earphones. Now I'm a podcaster. He laughs softly, feeling proud. Narrator. Later that day, as he checks his email, he notices a message with the subject line. Microphone invitation. Global English Learners Online Meetup. Ollie blinks twice. What is this? He murmurs. He clicks the message. Dear Ollie, we are a group of international English learners from 15 countries. We've been listening to your podcast and love your positivity. We'd like to invite you as a guest speaker at our next online event. Ollie's jaw drops. Me? A guest speaker? He jumps up from his chair, almost knocking over his cup of tea. Narrator. That evening he tells Bilal and Aisha. Bilal. Bro. That's crazy. You're going global now. Aisha. Bye, you'll be on a big Zoom call with people from other countries. What will you say? Ollie. Grinning. I don't know yet, but I'll speak from the heart, like always. Narrator. The day of the event arrives. Ollie sits in front of his laptop wearing a clean white shirt. His heart beats fast as he checks his camera, mic and internet connection. He sees names pop up on the Zoom screen. Maria, Spain. June, Japan. Carlos, Mexico. Fatima, Morocco. Emma, UK. Emma smiling. Welcome everyone. Today we have a special guest. Ollie from Pakistan, the creator of Speak with Ollie podcast. Everyone claps and waves. Ollie waves back nervously. Ollie. Hello everyone. It's so nice to meet you all. Ollie, your podcast has inspired so many learners. Can you tell us how it started? Ollie nods and begins. Ollie. Well, honestly, I started with fear. I couldn't speak in class without shaking. But then I heard something that changed me. Confidence is not about being perfect. It's about trying even when you make mistakes. That sentence became my guide. Everyone listens quietly, smiling. Ollie. I started a podcast not because I was an expert, but because I wanted to share my journey. I wanted to tell learners that their voice matters. Every word they speak is a victory. Maria. That's beautiful, Ollie. Sometimes I feel shy to speak because of my accent. Ollie, I used to feel the same. But now I believe your accent is your story. It shows where you come from. Never hide it. June. I like that. Accent is our identity. Ollie. Yes. And remember, English is a bridge, not a wall. It connects us from different countries. Narrator. The chat box fills with hearts and clapping emojis. Ollie smiles. He's no longer nervous. He ends his talk with a big smile. Ollie. To all English learners, don't wait to be perfect. Start speaking today. Even one sentence can change your life. The audience applauds. Emma smiles proudly. Emma. Ollie, thank you for sharing your journey. You reminded us that confidence grows when we use our voice. Ollie bows his head slightly. Thank you, everyone. It was an honor. Narrator. After the event, Ollie receives dozens of messages on social media. Ollie, your story gave me hope. I'm from Turkey. You inspired me to start my own podcast. Thank you for showing that learning English can be fun. Ollie reads each message with a full heart. Ollie thinking, I never imagined my words could travel so far. He looks at the screen and smiles. The world suddenly feels smaller and kinder. Narrator. That night, Ollie sits on the rooftop again under the soft glow of the moon. He records a new voice note for his next episode. Ollie recording. Hello everyone, this is Ollie. Today I learned something special. Our words have power. Even small words can reach big hearts. So don't be silent. Speak your truth even if your voice shakes. He pauses, looking at the stars. Ollie softly. And thank you to everyone who believed in me before I believed in myself. He smiles, presses save, and watches the night sky with peace in his heart. Because now Ollie is not just learning English. He's connecting the world one word at a time. Globe showing Europe, Africa. Is no longer just a dream. It's his voice, his story, and his bridge to the world. Globe showing Europe, Africa headphone. It's a warm evening in Lahore. The sky glows orange as the sun sets behind the rooftops. Ollie sits at his desk with a notebook full of ideas. His phone keeps buzzing with messages and notifications from around the world. Ollie, can I join your next episode? Please make an episode about confidence. Let's do a podcast together. Ollie smiles as he reads the messages. His small podcast has now grown into a community. Ollie thinking, I used to learn alone. Now I'm learning with people from everywhere. He opens his voice recorder and begins planning a special episode, one that includes voices from many countries. Narrator. The next morning, Ollie joins a video call with Emma, Leo, Maria, and June. Emma. Ollie, what's the idea for our new episode? Ollie. I want to call it One World, One Language of Connection. We'll all share how English helped us make new friends and understand different cultures. Leo. That sounds awesome. Maria. Yes. I can talk about how learning English helped me travel and meet people. June. I'll share how English helped me get my first job interview. Emma. And I'll help you edit the audio, Ollie. You'll host it, right? Ollie smiles nervously. Yeah, it's my biggest episode yet. I hope people like it. Emma. They will, Ollie. Just be yourself. That's what everyone loves. Narrator. After days of planning and recording, Ollie sits late into the night editing the episode. He listens to each person's voice carefully. Maria's soft Spanish accent, June's clear Japanese pronunciation, Leo's cheerful Brazilian tone, and Emma's warm British voice. Then he adds his own narration. Ollie recording. Hello friends and welcome to Speak with Ollie, Global Edition. Today we share one simple truth. English is not just a language. It's a bridge that connects hearts, dreams, and stories from around the world. Narrator. The episode goes live the next morning. Ollie posts it online with a caption. Globe Showing Europe Africa Episode 15. One World, One Language of Connection. Featuring voices from 5 countries. Let's learn, speak, and connect together. Within hours, the episode begins to spread. Listeners from Pakistan, Japan, Brazil, Egypt, Indonesia, and Spain leave kind comments. I loved hearing people from different countries. Ollie, your podcast makes me feel connected. This episode made me smile. Ollie's eyes fill with joy. He scrolls through the messages again and again. Narrator. That evening, Ollie gets another email, this time from a teacher in the Philippines. Dear Ollie, I played your podcast for my students. They loved hearing voices from around the world. You inspired them to speak English confidently. Thank you for spreading hope. Ollie stares at the message speechless. His dream is now helping classrooms far away. Ollie thinking, my small idea has become something bigger than me. Narrator. A week later, Ollie holds a live online session called Speak Together Day. Dozens of learners join from Egypt, India, Mexico, and even Africa. Ollie. Hello everyone. Welcome to Speak Together Day. Today we'll practice speaking and share our dreams in English. Fatima Mra. I want to become a teacher. June Japan. I want to travel the world. Maria Spain. I want to make friends in every country. Ollie smiling. And I want to help others believe in their voice. Everyone claps and cheers. Narrator. At the end of the session, Emma says something that makes everyone smile. Emma. You see, English is more than grammar or vocabulary. It's friendship. And Ollie reminded us of that. Ollie blushes a little and says, I didn't teach English, I just shared my story. And all of you made it beautiful. Narrator. That night, Ollie sits on his rooftop again, listening to the sounds of Lahore. Distant laughter, a calling street vendor, a soft breeze. He looks up at the sky and whispers, from my small room to the whole world. Who would have thought? He records one last message for the episode outro. Ollie recording. Dear friends, thank you for being part of this journey. Remember, your voice can touch hearts. So speak, share, and shine. Together we can make the world smaller, one word at a time. He presses save and watches the stars twinkle above. Because tonight, Ollie doesn't just feel like an English learner. He feels like a voice of connection, friendship, and hope. Globe Showing America's headphone. It's early morning in Lahore. The sound of birds fills the air and sunlight pours into Ollie's small room. His laptop screen glows with a new message. He reads it twice to be sure it's real. Dear Ollie, we are pleased to invite you to the International Education and Language Conference in Dubai as a guest speaker. Your podcast, Speak with Ollie, has inspired learners across the world. Please join us to share your journey live on stage. Ollie's heart starts racing. Ollie thinking, Dubai? A real conference? On stage? In front of people? He leans back in his chair, shocked, and then smiles slowly. Ollie softly. I started with one phone and a dream. Well, I'm going to speak to the world. Narrator. That evening he tells Bilal and Aisha the big news. Bilal shouting, What? You're flying to Dubai? Bro, that's huge. He excited. Bye, this is your moment. You have to represent Pakistan. Ollie laughs, still half in disbelief. Ollie, I don't even have a passport yet. They all burst out laughing. Narrator. The next few weeks are busy. Ollie applies for his passport, prepares his speech and practices every day. He stands in front of the mirror, rehearsing. Ollie practicing. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ollie and I'm from Lahore, Pakistan. 2 years ago, I couldn't speak a full sentence in English. He pauses, takes a deep breath and smiles at his reflection. Ollie softly. I can do this. Narrator. Finally, the day arrives. Ollie steps into the airport for the first time in his life. He feels nervous but proud. As the plane takes off, he looks out the window and whispers, Ollie, this is for everyone who thought they couldn't. The flight is long, but his excitement keeps him awake. When the plane lands in Dubai, he sees bright lights, tall buildings, and people from all over the world. Ollie thinking, this is it, the big stage. Narrator. The next morning he walks into the conference hall. It's huge, with banners, microphones, and hundreds of chairs. A volunteer gives him a badge. Ollie, Speaker Pakistan. He holds it for a moment, smiling proudly. Emma online call. You'll do great, Ollie. Just be yourself. Ollie. Thanks, Emma. You believed in me from day one. He ends the call and steps backstage. Narrator. The host introduces him. Host. Next we have a young podcaster from Pakistan, a learner turned teacher, who inspired thousands with his journey. Please welcome Ollie. The audience claps loudly. Ollie takes a deep breath and walks onto the stage. The lights are bright and his heart beats fast. He looks at the audience, teachers, students, and professionals from around the world. Then he begins. Ollie. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ollie. 2 years ago I was afraid to speak English. I thought people would laugh at me. But one day I realized, confidence doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from trying again and again. He pauses and the room becomes quiet. Ollie. I started a small podcast called Speak with Ollie. I wanted to share my mistakes, my journey, and my hope. I thought maybe 10 people would listen. But today, learners from more than 20 countries listen every week. People nod and smile. Ollie. So, what did I learn? English is not just a language. It's a bridge that connects dreams. And everyone, no matter where they are, deserves a chance to cross that bridge. Applause fills the hall. Ollie's voice grows stronger. Ollie. If you are a teacher, please encourage your students to speak, not perfectly but proudly. If you are a learner, remember, your voice matters. Because when you speak, you grow. And when you grow, the world listens. Narrator. The audience gives him a standing ovation. Cameras flash. People record videos. Ollie smiles, his eyes shining with tears. After the event, teachers and students come to meet him. Teacher from Egypt. Ollie, your story reminded me why I became a teacher. Student from Indonesia. I want to start my own English podcast too. Ollie shakes hands, takes pictures, and thanks everyone. Narrator. That night, he stands on his hotel balcony, looking at the glowing Dubai skyline. He takes out his phone and records a new voice note. Ollie recording. Hello everyone, this is Ollie. Today I stood on a stage where I once dreamed to be. I learned that fear is real, but so is courage. And when you choose courage, you inspire others to do the same. He smiles, watching the stars above the tall towers. Ollie softly. My voice brought me here. And this is just the beginning. The airplane lands smoothly in Lahore. The sky is golden, and the evening breeze carries the familiar sounds of home. Children playing, horns honking, vendors calling out. Ollie steps out of the airport with his bag slung over his shoulder. But this time he feels different. Not just as a learner, not even just as a speaker, but as someone who found his voice. His family waits outside. Aisha waves excitedly. Aisha. Bye. You're finally back. How was Dubai? Ollie smiling. It was amazing, Aisha. I met people from all over the world and guess what? They listened to me. Mother. Mashallah Beta. You've made us so proud. Ollie hugs her tightly, feeling grateful. Narrator. That night the house is full of laughter. Bilal and a few college friends visit to celebrate. Bilal. So, Mr. International Speaker, how was your first big stage? Ollie laughs. Nerve-wracking. But once I started speaking, everything felt right. It was like I was meant to be there. Bilal. I knew it, bro. From those podcast days in your small room to Dubai. You proved that consistency wins. Ollie nods, remembering the early days. Sitting alone with his phone, practicing sentences, repeating phrases from Tom's podcast and doubting himself. Ollie softly. I used to think my voice didn't matter. But it did. Everyone smiles. Narrator. Later that night when everyone's asleep, Ollie sits by the window with his notebook. He opens a fresh page and writes the title. Memo Lessons from My Journey. He begins to write slowly. Start small. Even one sentence a day is a step forward. Don't fear mistakes. Each mistake teaches you something new. Listen and repeat. Shadowing builds confidence. Be patient. Progress takes time. Speak with heart, not perfection. He looks at the page, smiles, and whispers. Ollie. These are not just lessons for me. They're for everyone. Narrator. A few days later, Ollie records a new podcast episode, the most special one yet. He sets up his microphone, adjusts his notes, and presses record. Ollie on mic. Hey friends, welcome back to Speak with Ollie. Today's episode is not just about English. It's about believing in yourself. When I started, I was afraid to speak. My grammar was bad. My accent was strange. I felt shy. But slowly I learned that courage grows with every word you speak. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to begin. He pauses for a moment, then continues with emotion in his voice. Ollie. So wherever you are, in a classroom, at home, or walking to work, keep speaking. Your voice is powerful. Your story matters. And maybe one day someone will hear your voice and find courage too. He ends the recording with a deep breath. Ollie smiling. This is just the beginning. Narrator. Weeks later, his new episode spreads quickly online. Listeners from many countries comment and send messages. Listener from Brazil. Ollie, your story gave me hope. I started speaking English again. Listener from Turkey. I was afraid to speak, but now I practice daily because of you. Listener from India. You made me believe I can speak too. Ollie reads every message with gratitude. His eyes fill with tears of happiness. Ollie thinking. It was never about fame. It was about connection. Narrator. Months pass. Ollie is now invited to schools and community centers in Lahore to give small English workshops. He teaches students not only grammar or vocabulary, but confidence. During one workshop, a shy boy raises his hand. Boy. Sir, what if people laugh when I speak wrong English? Ollie smiles gently. Ollie. Then smile with them. Because one day they'll listen and they'll learn from you. The boy nods, inspired. Narrator. As the sun sets, Ollie walks home with his earphones in. He plays the very first podcast episode he ever listened to. Tom's calm voice fills his ears. Podcast voice, Tom. Confidence is not about being perfect. It's about trying even when you make mistakes. Ollie smiles. Ollie softly. Yes. And trying is exactly what changed my life. He looks up at the glowing evening sky and whispers, Ollie, to every learner out there, keep speaking. Because your voice,